There's a kind of pain that cuts deeper than any wound. It's not the pain of loss, it's not the pain of failure, it's the pain of regret. Regret kills the soul slowly. It whispers, you should have started sooner, you should have tried harder. And before you know it, you start believing it's too late. But here's the truth, it's never too late. You see, life doesn't care how many times you've fallen. Life only cares about one thing, whether you stand back up. The dream you buried years ago, it's still there, waiting for you. It's not dead, it's just asleep, waiting for courage to wake it up again. People will tell you that you've missed your chance, that your time has passed, that someone younger, faster, smarter already took your place. But those people, they don't know what you carry inside. They don't know your hunger. They don't know your fight. The truth is, you can start over any day you choose. Not next month. Not next year. Today. Because every sunrise is life's way of saying, here's another chance. Take it. Don't let the fear of starting late stop you. Most people don't start at all. They die with their dreams still inside them, wishing they'd had the courage to begin. There's a story I love about a woman named Anna Mary Robertson Moses. People called her Grandma Moses. She dreamed of being a painter when she was young. But her parents told her it was foolish, that she'd starve. So she gave up the dream. She worked on a farm, raised 10 children, lived a simple, quiet life. And then at 75 years old, after her husband died and her children had grown, she picked up a paintbrush again. At 79, her paintings were displayed in the Museum of Modern Art in New York. At 80, she was known across the world. At 92, she looked back at her life and said, I'm happy, because I know I did my best with what life gave me. If that doesn't prove that it's never too late, nothing will. Let me tell you something. It's not the years that matter. It's the fire still burning inside you. You might have failed 100 times. You might have lost everything, or the job, the dream, the confidence. But as long as you still have breath, you have time. Every second you spend doubting yourself is a second you could have spent building yourself. Every maybe tomorrow is a lie, because tomorrow never comes, only today does. So if you're waiting for the right time, listen closely. The right time is now. Most people stay stuck not because they can't, but because they're scared. Scared of failing again. Scared of being laughed at. Scared that they'll start and realize they're not good enough. But fear is just a test. A test to see how bad you really want it. You say you want a better life? Then prove it. Wake up earlier. Work harder. Study again. Start that business. Go back to school. Heal from that pain. Do it trembling if you must. Because courage isn't about being fearless. It's about moving forward despite the fear. There is a quote that says, "No one can go back and start a new beginning, but anyone can start today and create a new ending." You can't rewrite the past, but you can always write the next chapter. You're not the same person you used to be. You've learned, you've grown, you've survived things that would have broken others. So stop punishing yourself for the time you lost. Instead, use it. Use the pain. Use the lessons. Let them fuel your comeback. Because the truth is, the comeback is always stronger than the setback. Somewhere out there, someone your age is starting from scratch. Someone older than you is chasing their dream right now. Someone with less talent, less support, less time is still finding a way to make it happen. So what's your excuse? Age, fear, regret? They're not walls. They're doors. And you've been holding the key all along. All it takes is one decision. One moment when you say, "Enough. I'm not waiting anymore." That's the moment your life changes. That's the moment you take back control. It's never too late to start again. It's never too late to dream again. And it's never too late to become who you were always meant to be. So stop looking back. Stop saying someday. Because someday is now. Start today. And create your new ending. Every morning you wake up, life hands you two choices: to keep living the same story, or to start writing a new one. Most people keep reading their old chapters, hoping the ending will somehow change. But it won't. You can't move forward while your eyes are glued to the past. The only way to change your life is to turn the page. You see, it's not failure that destroys people. It's fear. Fear of what others will say. Fear of not being good enough. Fear that it's already too late. But let me tell you something. Fear and faith have one thing in common. They both require you to believe in something you can't see. So the question is, which one will you choose? When you decide to start again, you will feel scared. You will feel uncertain. And that's okay, because every new beginning comes with fear. But fear only means one thing. You're growing. You're stepping into something bigger than what you used to be. The same fear that once held you back will become your compass. It's pointing you toward the direction where your life changes. So stop running from it. Walk toward it. Because the only way to defeat fear is to face it. Listen, nobody wakes up one day and suddenly becomes great. Every champion, every success story you admire started the same way you can. Broken, afraid, uncertain, but willing. The will to try again is what separates the average from the extraordinary. You think you failed too many times? Good. That means you've tried. You've lived. You've fought. Failure is not your ending. It's your training. Every failure teaches you what doesn't work so you can finally discover what does. Don't envy the ones who seem ahead of you, because you don't know their story. You don't know how many times they wanted to quit, how many nights they cried in silence. Every person you see standing tall today was once on their knees begging for strength, and they found it the same way you will, by refusing to give up. You don't need perfect timing. You don't need perfect conditions. You just need a decision. A decision that says, I'm done waiting, I'm done doubting, I'm ready to begin again. That's all it takes. One moment of truth. One breath of courage. There was a man named Harlan Sanders. You might know him as Colonel Sanders, the founder of KFC. He was 65 years old when he started his journey. 65. He had a small retirement check, a fried chicken recipe, and a dream. He was rejected more than 1,000 times before someone finally said yes. And that yes built one of the biggest restaurant empires in history. If he can start at 65 and change the world, what's stopping you at 30, 40, or 50? Age doesn't decide your story. Effort does. And as long as you're still breathing, you're still in the game. Starting over doesn't mean you failed. It means you're brave enough to try again. It means you've grown wise enough to know what truly matters. It means you refuse to settle for a life that doesn't inspire you anymore. Don't be ashamed of starting again. Be proud that you had the strength to rise when others stayed down. Your second chance might just be your greatest chapter. Maybe right now you're stuck in a storm. You've lost someone. You've made mistakes. You've wasted time. And you keep asking, can I really start again? Yes, you can. Because no storm lasts forever. The sky always clears. And when it does, the world looks different. Cleaner, brighter, new. Sometimes life has to break you to rebuild you. Sometimes losing everything is how you finally find yourself. You want to rebuild your life? Then start small. Don't wait for motivation. Create it. Wake up 1 hour earlier. Read 1 page. Run 1 mile. Save $1. Make 1 phone call. Do one thing. Just one thing that moves you forward. Because progress doesn't come from giant leaps. It comes from small, relentless steps taken every single day. Those small steps, that's how you build momentum. And once momentum starts rolling, it's unstoppable. There's something powerful that happens when you finally decide to start again. You stop living like a victim. You stop blaming the past. You stop waiting for someone to save you. And in that moment, you realize you were the hero all along. You don't need permission to begin again. You just need to remember who you are and who you were always meant to become. So stand up. Take the first step. Let today be the day you stop saying, "It's too late," because it's not. It's never too late to try again. It's never too late to rebuild. It's never too late to live the life you were born to live. Starting over is one thing, but staying committed, that's where true transformation begins. Anyone can start, but not everyone continues. Because once the excitement fades, reality sets in. The grind begins. The doubts return. The results take longer than expected. And that's the moment where most people quit, but not you. Not this time. Because you've already learned the hardest truth of all, that you can't quit and expect to find peace. You've tried that before, and you know it doesn't work. You see, discipline isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. It's about showing up even when no one's watching. It's about getting up when you don't feel like it, because you promised yourself you would. There's no timeline for success. There's no age limit for growth. The only expiration date in life is the day you stop believing in yourself. You might have started late, you might be behind, but if you stay consistent, you'll pass everyone who gave up when it got hard. Success doesn't belong to the fastest. It belongs to the most faithful. The ones who keep showing up. Day after day, week after week, year after year. It's not about being the most talented. It's about being the most relentless. When you start again, you'll realize something beautiful. You're no longer chasing success just to prove something. You're doing it because it fulfills you, because growth itself becomes your reward. You begin to see that the real goal was never the money, the fame, or the recognition. The real goal was to become someone who refuses to give up. And that's what real freedom looks like. You'll have days when you want to quit again. Days when your mind screams, "It's not working." Days when your progress feels invisible. But remember this, growth is happening even when you can't see it. A seed doesn't show signs of life the day it's planted. It grows in silence. Roots first, then branches, then fruit. Your life works the same way. The roots of your new beginning are forming now. Quietly, steadily, beneath the surface. Trust the process. Stay patient. Keep watering your dream. Because one day soon it will bloom. Look back for a second. Look at how far you've come. You're not that same person who once doubted everything. You're stronger now, wiser now, more courageous than you've ever been. You've carried your scars, but you've turned them into armor. Every wound taught you something. Every failure shaped you into the person you are today. That's the beauty of starting over. You're not starting from zero. You're starting from experience. There is a quiet kind of strength in those who never stop beginning. The world might call you late, but they'll never call you weak. Because you dared to keep moving when others stopped. You dared to dream again when others accepted defeat. You dared to build again when everything fell apart. And one day, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, you'll look back and realize every struggle was worth it because it brought you here. To this version of you, the one who finally understands what life's all about. Life isn't about how fast you reach the finish line. It's about how deeply you live along the way. Don't rush it. Don't compare it. Don't let anyone tell you that your timing is wrong. You're right on time. Your own time. And your story is still being written. Every sunrise is another page. Every challenge is another paragraph. Every small victory is another sentence of hope. So keep writing, keep living, keep becoming. Because as long as your heart is still beating, your story is far from over. But always we. One day you'll tell your story. And when you do, people will ask how you did it. How you turned pain into power. How you kept going when everything told you to stop. And you'll smile and say, because I finally realized it was never too late. It's never too late to dream again. It's never too late to rebuild your purpose. It's never too late to find peace, love, meaning, and strength. No matter your age, no matter your past, no matter how many times you've fallen, stand back up. Start again. Because life isn't counting your failures. It's waiting for your next try. This is your time. This is your story. And it's never too late.